Hey guys, Kenny Wisdom here. I'm playing in the 60cards.net Open. It's a Pokemon Online tournament being ran by 60cards.net where the winner gets a box or gets 36 PTCGO codes. So I thought I'd record this for y'all. I'm playing Blastoise. I think it's the best deck, as I said before. If you've watched anything I've put out or written anything or watched any read anything that I've written, I made that pretty clear. We're going second, which is not the best here, but not the worst either. Have a fine start. I'm going to open with our Keldeo. And then just in case we get end or anything on one, I'm going to put out these two Squirtles. And we're playing against Empoleon. Interesting. I just recorded a Battle Tower with Empoleon, actually. Not sure when you guys will end up seeing that. This video will probably go up pretty soon after the tournament to keep it relevant, and that video will probably come out several weeks later, but I'm going to play an Ultra Ball. It's all shiny too. I like it. It's all foil as well. It is nice. I can respect that. Getting the Eevee out, I assume he's gonna try and go for the old Leafeon on us. A pretty decent start for him. He has all of his Pokemon out. He even has the Leaf, or he has an Eevee for the Leafeon. Alright, so do we even need the level ball here? I don't think so. I think we are just gonna go ahead and Juniper. Touch of water here. We really need some more energy, but unfortunately we don't have even don't have a supporter in our hand next turn because Skyla probably needs to fetch us a black or a rare candy for the Blastoise. Let me make sure that my audio settings are right here. I guess I can't. Sorry about that. Hopefully the audio is all good for this video. I wasn't paying attention to that earlier. So going first is definitely a huge advantage for him here. I think the game's fine. Like if we draw a supporter, if we draw some energy, I think we'll be okay. But I think he's definitely in the lead as it stands now. But it is early. He could miss. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's up to. Playing Arch into. Huh. Okay. It's a pretty interesting deck. He does get the Empoleon. He attaches the second energy to his energy to the Eevee there. Go ahead and propagate. I assume he has a diving draw. Gonna go ahead and ADS, I assume. Well, we're gonna go ahead and Skyla for the rare candy, then rare candy into a Blastoise. And then I don't think we want to play any of these guys. Drawing pretty poorly, but he'll have to play another basic Pokemon and knock us out, which I think we're fine with. We're gonna end the turn. I could have Skylit for a supporter there, but I feel like beating the Blastoise though and just relying on drawing into the plenty of supporters that I have in my deck will be better, or relying on him having to end or something at some point. Also, my ends are going to be pretty strong versus him. He's already used 2 Juniper. Do have to watch out for that Arch, and that's another reason why I went there. I didn't consider the Bangle. It doesn't really matter. I was already accepting that this Killday was going to get knocked out. That's fine with us, but alright, so it discards a Beach, Juniper, Super Rod. Alright. We're in a pretty bad spot here now that he's just pumping out damage. It looks like we're gonna have some trouble unless we draw. I mean, a Juniper here would be the perfect draw. We could just Retrieval, Escape Rope, and then Juniper. And hopefully, I mean, if we Retrieval onto our Black Kyurem, we only need to hit 2 energies off of a Juniper, which is totally reasonable to expect. Normally, you want to try and build up an Empoleon, or build up a Keldeo on this matchup. Wow, he just has it all. So he's going to get the Rare Candy and a Dusknoir, and at this point, I just am not sure that we can win. He's going to be able to, so let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. So he's going to be able to move 20 damage. So I guess it's not that big of a deal. But we're definitely going to have to be aware of that as time goes on. Excuse me. Alright, gonna send the Squirtle here, just in case we draw nothing and the Squirtle needs to be sacrificed. And we draw nothing. Gonna go ahead and play this Energy Retrieval. Play these 2 on the bench. Deluge there. Attach there, and then just be playing off the top of our deck a little bit more. This is really unfortunate that we've drawn incredibly poorly, but it happens. This is a double elimination tournament, so if we do lose here, we can always play a second round at the very least. Hopefully we just don't go 0-2 out of the tournament, but it does happen sometimes. Propagating. Yeah, perhaps this does have the second Empoleon up now with Dusknoir, so he has kind of the lock going. Empoleon's not really a lock deck, but he has kind of everything he needs. So we are gonna, let's see, how do we win this game? I guess we win if we can go Black Kyurem knockout. He hits us. And hoping to draw something good here. Okay, it's not exactly what we wanted to see. We will go ahead and slash for 60. At this point, I think we're just out of this game. Hey, I'm going to play it out to the end just in case he makes a mistake or something. Misclicks happen on Pokemon Online, but not sure how we can win here. And I don't think we did anything wrong either. I mean, the only real decision that we had to make in this game was to Skylar for the rare candy. And we could have Skylar for something else, but we would have been discarding a lot of resources, and I felt like we had enough time to get just work handy and get the Blastoise out. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, and I wish I hadn't done that now. But who knows if I just wouldn't have. I would have just struggled to get a Blastoise out, and he would have been able to spread damage around to our Squirtles. That didn't happen. I don't think it was a judgment call. Sorry, I don't think it was a mistake. I think it was the correct play, but obviously not quite sure. One thing that's important in games, I'm not sure if I've ever talked about this before, on a stream is to be results oriented, or is to not to be results oriented. So what being results oriented means is, in games, it's a life too. I try to follow this in all aspects of my life, but especially in games, what will happen is that you'll make a decision, and then your opponent will uh, still beat you. You'll play around a card, and then your opponent won't have it, and or sorry, your opponent will have it, and you'll get frustrated. And people will say, "Well, I can't do that again. He had the card. Like, I I lost." But and they think that they're being correct by saying, like, "I'm identifying why I'm losing. I'm trying to fix it." But that's really not helpful. What is helpful is that you recognize the decision you made was correct. So as long as you can identify that decision, as long as you can say, I made the correct decision. I did this. I knew it was correct. That gave me a 75% chance of winning the game. My opponent hit his 25% out and beat me. Then you run that back every time. Like if you play Pokemon, if you for the rest of your life, if you play Pokemon and you always lose that same decision, you still do it every time because you know that it's the right decision. And more importantly, you don't get frustrated, you don't get upset at yourself because you understand that it's the correct decision to do. Like you understand that that is what you want to be doing, and that regardless of how it turned out, like there's always luck and variance in Pokemon, and things um, are going to change, and things are going to affect you, but you know that you made the right decision, so the outcome doesn't actually matter. Hope that makes sense. I can get into it a little bit more if you guys would rather. Get my first prize here, but with the Empoleon waiting in the wings and the print flip up, I'm not sure there's anything I can do. He even gets to knock out the Blastoise if he'd like this turn, which puts us so far behind. But yeah, so that's something where, to relate it back to this match, like I don't think what I did was wrong. Mind you, not 100% sure it was correct, but I think it was correct, and so even though I'm losing this game, uh, I am fine because I know that my decision was correct. So losing the game hurts and it sucks, but I know that I can't be too hard on myself because all the things that I did to lead to that decision were correct. The outcome just didn't work. And as I said, there's something you can work on in life too. When we bad about what happens, just be sure that you had the correct decision-making platform because the fact of the matter is, if you keep making correct decisions and you keep doing things how they're supposed to be done, eventually the variance will work in your favor and things will work out for you. And not only that, but also you're just preparing yourself to live a better life and to live life appropriately. So we're getting our Blastoise knocked out this turn, which is never good. And I'm just really unsure if we can even come back at this point. Sorry for the lack of commentary, you guys. I haven't had to make many decisions this game, and then my opponent. I wouldn't say my opponent got super lucky. He got he had a good start and everything, but he's also played just fine. And he made a lot of good decisions. It's just how it goes sometimes. Hopefully we can run it back to the winners bracket. So how would we win this game? I guess if we can top deck a way to find a Squirtle, rush in with our Keldeo, and then we rush in with our Keldeo. No, because you can just Dusknoir. So yeah, I think that's just gonna be the game. In case he messes up, I might as well not give him the opportunity to do so. Beach, and then just slam the Juniper. Um, yeah, okay, he has me. I'm not. I can get another Squirtle. He can just move this and then attack. So that's gonna be it. It's a good game, and then concede. So sorry about that. I guess we'll see you in round two. Hopefully, we get a little bit better draws. Um, hopefully, we can win the tournament. If I do end up winning prize in the tournament, I'm gonna donate them on somewhere on Facebook or Twitter. You won't see that because this will be up days after it goes up, but um, it's always going to be the case if you ever see me playing online. I'm usually donating my prizes, or even in real life as well. I'm donating my prizes just because I don't really need them, and there's people who need them a lot more than me. Thanks. See you in round two. Love you. Good night.